So day 10 of Spooky Movie Month, and you'll go. I'll just say, while I'm playing catch up, it will be kind of a cheating thing because they're not movies, and I have seen them before, but it's been a while since I watched them, and that's what I'm watching recently. So the next two will actually be television series. Well, I promise I'll go back to movies after that. Uh, so day 10, Slasher Season 1, The Executioner is what it's called. And Slasher is I believe, Canadian series of just like brutal, absolutely brutal show. Um, they have 4 or 5 seasons now that are spread over a bunch of different platforms. I think Netflix has, I can't remember where it started off on, but I know the newest season was on Shudder. It was one of the reasons I got Shudder to begin with, because I wanted to see the new season of Slasher. And I know they're doing another one. And there's a few that are on Netflix right now. The first three, I believe. So, Slasher Season 1, The Executioner, because it's an anthology show that use some of the same. It's like American Horror Story. Yeah. Some of the same people, different characters they play. Uh, Woman's parents are brutally murdered by a guy in an executioner costume. Uh, I won't go into all the details because it's a little gross. But needless to say, she grows up, she's married and stuff, and she moves back into her family's home, and stuff starts happening again. And the different deaths are based on the punishments for each of the deadly sins, the 7 deadly sins. And they're trying to figure out like what in these people's pasts caused them to be targeted, like what kind of heinous things did they do, and also trying to figure out if there's any connection to what her family went through, like to the old killer, and um, trying to figure out who the new bad guy is. And her husband works for the local newspaper, so he's doing his own stuff, and they have their conflicts and everything. Uh, she's it's a good show. I don't want to ruin a lot of it, but I think part of the cool thing is she goes to her her parents' killer, and it's very much a like Silence of the Lambs type thing, except maybe a little more cordial, where she gets all the advice and stuff from him about these new murders and trying to help solve them. So it is, like I said, absolutely brutal. They do not hold back with these deaths, which is surprising for a television show. But I just got through watching the first season again, and it probably is my favorite of them. I did like, I think, the third season as well. I didn't love the second one so much. Uh, and the newest one, which is like Flesh and Blood, I think it's called. It was fine. It was okay. But if you are going to try that show, definitely try the first season. It's on Netflix. Definitely worth watching, especially if you like horror and slasher type things. So that is that one. We'll see you on day 11, which is today.